but you're wired somehow. You have a certain way of existing that is absolutely natural and skillful for you. You're talented in that way. It's how your heart expresses itself. It's how you get inside of love, and how love expresses itself uniquely through you.
If you have a mind, you have a mission.
If you have a mind,
You have a mission.
If you have a mind,
You have a mission.
Hey, greetings, everybody. Welcome back. Good to be here with you, and let's go ahead and tune in today. Inhale deep. Exhale. Gurudev Namo. Gurudev Namo. Gurudev Namo. Okay, we're gonna get moving right away today. Of course, our 40-day challenge begins tomorrow. Hopefully everybody's taken the class from the Heroic Heart class from Monday evening. If you haven't yet, I strongly recommend that you do that. Even if you did it later tonight or tomorrow. Also tomorrow evening, Thursday evening, is day 1 of the 40-day challenge. We'll be doing the 40-day challenge meditation in the Thursday night live stream. Then starting next week, every Wednesday morning, this class is when we'll be doing the 40-day challenge meditation together. And then on Monday and Thursday evenings, we're going to be mixing it up and doing our classes like we would normally do them. For those of you who have been in the academy for some time, it would be kind of equivalent to whatever class series we'd be releasing during that time. During this time, we're just doing live streaming and teaching in the moment because we're able to right now, and it just also with the gravity of the moment right now, that's what feels like gonna work the best. So anyhow, speaking of the moment, here we are today. And let's use this time this morning to really make sure that our bodies are healthy, well invigorated, full of good energy, vitality, and then simultaneously make sure our minds are relaxed, that we reconnect to that deeper sense that everything is cool. Even when things are really difficult, even when there's despair or even death around us, everything is actually okay, and that's the life of the yogi. And sometimes we work really hard just to be able to we talk in Joy of the Infinite and Dharmic Warrior courses. In those teachings, we talk about how it's one thing to all right, meditate on death. It's another thing to actually be able to feel it and to really be right there with it. And sometimes, we put in a tremendous amount of work and effort and practice to just have that skill, to be able to be in touch with suffering on an ongoing basis so that our hearts maintain that deeper field and deeper connectivity of real compassion. And that's what we're working on in this 40-day challenge. But part of the reason why I just think it's so powerful is that, coronavirus will end. This whole thing will have an ending point. However, I think there's a great possibility that we can come out of it on the other side, just speaking each of us individually right now. I don't know what will come out on the other side in terms of society and nations and so forth. But each of us individually, I think we can come out on the other side recognizing certain parts of reality that are always there. I think we'll understand a little more about immune systems, each of us individually in our own body and our own health and how things work. I think at a very basic level, I think we'll come away with that. I think we may all be a little more germaphobes, and that might be fine as long as we're using, I don't know what's the case, I don't know exactly what's true, but there's always been this sense that when we're using really strong sanitizers that are chemically based, well, we know they're, a lot of that stuff is hazardous for our health, so we don't want to be using it long term. In the short term, we may need to if that's what we have access to. But more importantly, what I think as we come away from this thing is that we are all deeply connected with each other, and my bliss is at some level dependent on your bliss and vice versa. And until we figure that part of it out, that our happiness are intertwined with each other. And that's really what the Bodhisattva consciousness is all about, is that this Bodhisattva idea is that I'm going to continue coming back again and again until everyone is vibrating in that field of bliss, of what they would call Buddha nature. And that's a very powerful concept, and it's a very powerful direction of a person's life. And that's what Dharma warriorship is all about. And so I just think this whole experience is tremendous from that context. And that's why we've decided that the 40-day challenge that's starting tomorrow is really in that vein. It's heroic heart, and that's Bodhisattva. And that meditation that we're doing, the pranic meditation for the heart center, we're not going to do it today because we're going to be doing it so many times coming forward, starting tomorrow. But the visualization that we're using along with the pranic meditation for the heart center comes from the 37 treatises of the Bodhisattva as taught by Dilgo Khyentse Rinpoche. So it's real deal practices that are very powerful and a little bit intense, right? And so you can manage that how you will. But after our class today, this morning, I'll get on our Facebook group in the Life Force Academy, answer any questions you have about that going forward, and just check in. And then tomorrow, I need to figure out the exact time, and then we'll announce it. I'm going to go online. It might be on Instagram, and just answer any questions anyone has, live answer any questions anyone has about the 40-day challenge. And I'll spend probably a good hour doing that. for everyone. Okay, let's move our bodies and let's do some awesome practice and get lifted, elevated, no matter where we are. And remember, our starting point is always exactly where we are. So if we feel like we're in a funk, or we feel lack of hope, depressed, despair, that's an excellent starting point. And we're not going to try to be somewhere we're not. That's a perfectly wonderful starting point. In fact, it could be many times more powerful than I am fine. That sometimes I am fine. That's also a good starting point. But if we try to be somewhere we're not, that's the only time we're kind of losing our good grounding. And grounding is what we need as a starting point. So however you're feeling in this moment, I feel great. Fantastic. Amplify that and connect into other people's suffering that don't feel great. I feel lousy. Good. Feel lousy, and then connect to that which will elevate you out of that lousiness, or at the very least, use the body and the breath to see if you can actually make a shift of the internal energy and internal chemistry. But wherever you are, know that it's usable energy. And I usually say good energy, but what I mean by good energy is it's usable energy. Depression is usable energy. Fear is usable energy. Even joy, usable energy. And so, as Dilgo Khyentse said when teaching that meditation, if we allow our emotions to only express themselves in their ordinary ways, it's impossible to make progress on the path. And the path is the path of human evolution and human life. And so, therefore, in order to have our emotions express themselves in an extraordinary way, we have to start with where we are, but then start to practice the alchemy of yogic practices, and that's what we're doing today. So come on to the hands and knees. Let's start cat-cow. I'm going to play some of the new music that we just got. Inhaling, head is coming up. Exhaling, head is coming down. Nice smooth rhythm. Now deeper the breathing, please.
All the thinking, always thinking, even 100,000 times. Still we're thinking, always thinking, but a solution can't be found. Meditation, deep meditation, deep as we could ever go. In meditation forever, in meditation forever, quiet peace cannot be found.
25 seconds. Keep going. Inhale, head up. Exhale, head down. Beautiful. Come sitting up on your heels.
And the hungry will stay hungry
Spinal flexes.
as they
Hands on your
watch
lap.
their food become the wealth of another.
Inhale, lift through your sternum. Exhale, back chin is in.
Of another, and all our cleverest ideas will still return.
Through the nose, breathe.
When we meet there.
Eyes closed, third eye between the two eyebrows.
When we meet there. Where is the purity? Where is the purity in the labyrinth of falsehood? Where is the purity? Where is the purity in the labyrinth of falsehood? Where is the purity? Where is the purity in the labyrinth of falsehood? Where is the purity? Where is the purity in the labyrinth of falsehood?
Stay with it. Find a rhythm and a groove and stay with it. Deeper the breath now. Meditative mind.
Where is the purity? Where is the purity in the labyrinth of falsehood? Where is the purity? Where is the purity in the labyrinth of falsehood? Where is the purity? Where is the purity in the
Inhale
labyrinth
deep.
of falsehood?
Rulak rectum. Sex
Where is the
organ.
purity?
Navel up and in.
Where is the purity in the labyrinth of falsehood?
Exhale. Okay, come back to easy pose. Hands like here. Inhale left, exhale right. Left, right, sit, num, sit, num. Combine the power of the breathing with the meditative mind. Center now, inhale deeply. Rectum, sex organ, navel. Heart wide open, meditative mind. Exhale. Beautiful. I thought I was playing new music. That was just old music. I was like, wow. I thought I was playing their live album. And I was like, man, they made this sound so much like the album. But I was just playing old masters that I had in here of the album wheel. So I was playing kind of, yeah. Anyhow, don't matter. It sounded great. Hands on your knees. And then it will be shoulder shrugs. Inhaling, shoulders up. Exhale, release. Keep going. It could be slower too, then. Whatever feels right for you. So it could be any of that. You might feel more fiery today. You gotta move. Maybe relaxed. Keep going. Make your mind relaxed. That's most important. Inhale, squeeze up. Exhale. Yes, here we go. Breath of fire. Index finger to your thumb. And ladies, if you're pregnant or on your moon cycle, do long, deep breathing. And inhale. Lock in, third eye, exhale. Come onto the back, stretch pose. Good. And if it strains your low back, make your hands into fists and put them under your butt. You'll come into like that. So take first a deep inhale and fully exhale. Deeper inhale, fully exhale. Come into the posture. Breath of fire. navel deep. Deeper. Relax. And hug the knees to the chest. Bring the nose up to the knees. Inhale. Exhale, release your shoulder blades down the back. Inhale, squeeze tight. Breath of fire. Inhale, squeeze up. Relax. Relax all the way down. And then hug the knees back into the chest, rock and roll. Inhale as you rock forward, exhale as you rock back. Come up, easy pose. Good, and you'll make your way aura charge. Thumbs are out. And the fingers are tucked in. And then gaze into the third eye. Release the shoulder blades down the back and open the chest out. And you're going to inhale deeply and begin breath of fire.
All of myself, all of myself, all of my heart is with you. How can I go somewhere else and miss you when all of my thoughts are with you?
Stay with it. Sa, sa, sa. Heart is out. Shoulders release. Chin is in. Meditative mind. Watch what your mind does. And consciously relax the mind. Stay in it. No bend in the elbow.
In this life, I had many
Inhale.
chances.
Thumb tips touching.
In
Fingers
all
stretch
I've
wide.
been leading
Release the
to.
shoulders, lift through the root line, gaze upward.
How can I know some
Hold the position,
things
exhale.
are mine?
Inhale deep. Stretch up and release the shoulders. Lift the root line, third eye gaze. Hold the position, exhale. Inhale. Stretch up. Exhale.
All of my love is for you.
Okay, so here we go today, friends. We're gonna do a real special kriya and then meditation following it. This is a fantastic one to do right now. Keep the body healthy. It's called a meditation to become disease-free, but it's more famously known as Breath of 10. And so what we're going to be doing is you're going to be doing this movement with the hands as if you're going to clap them together in front of the chest with a great force, but they don't clap. They stop just a few inches away from each other. And that's your movement. So it's going to work your lymph. So that's right. It's not just like this little kind of like da-da-da-da-da-da, but really kind of get your armpits involved. All those lymph nodes under your armpits. And remember, your lymph controls your immune system. So you're going to be doing that. And then you add the breath of 10 into it. And so it's a 5-stroke inhalation through the nose and then a 5-stroke exhalation through the puckered mouth. So it'll be like this. Like this. Like. So that's how it works. So what you're going to be doing is really important, if possible, to you're building like a magnetism between the hands, and you try to, continue going, and if possible without stopping, just do the best you can. So this is it's a really cool meditation. It'll test you like most of these do. As I often talk about, at some point you'll probably hit a threshold where it feels like you can't keep going. But just like if you're starting to work out and you're on a elliptical or a treadmill and it feels like you're gonna die in the first 20 minutes, and then you keep going, and then you hit this other level where it feels you can keep going. Same thing happens with this, but then also we're working with pranic energy, subtle energy, and so that deeper vitality is happening not just on the physical level, but also on this very subtle level as well. Helps the whole magnetism strengthen, and that's really your first protection is your magnetic field. And then the skin, then the immune system. And so this is a real wonderful little meditation that we're going to do. But I really want you to kind of focus on the rhythm here. You can. It has a rhythm. 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, but you can just hear the swing of the beat. And so you're moving to that 2, 3, 4, 5, and then so the breath again, it's a 5-stroke inhale through your nose, and then a 5-stroke exhale through puckered lips. So it goes like that, like that. Okay, and so let's begin. Go ahead and begin. Eyes closed. Concentrate on the energy that you'll be able to feel between the palms of your hands. Good, keep going. Third eye.
Chatar Chakravarti Chatar Chakravarti Swayambhav Sobham Sarvada Sarva Jugte Dukalam Pranasi Dayalam Surupe Sadang Sange Abhangam Vibhute Chatar Chakravarti Chatar
It's magnetic energy therapy. The energy connection between the hands shouldn't be broken. The exercise triggers the command center, pituitary, to wake up the immune system. Puts all the chakras in rhythm.
Chatar Chakravarti Chatar Chakravarti Swayambhav Sobham Sarvada Sarva Jugte Dukalam Pranasi Dayalam Surupe Sadanga Sange Abhangam Vibhute Chatar Chakravarti Chatar Chakravarti Swayambhav Sobham Sarvada Sarva Jugte Dukalam Pranasi Dayalam Surupe Sadanga Sange Abhangam Vibhute Chatar Chakravarti Chatar Chakravarti Swayambhav Sobham Sarvada Sarva Jugte Dukalam Pranasi Dayalam Surupe Sadanga Sange Abhangam Vibhute Chatar Chakravarti Chatar Chakravarti Swayambhav Sobham Sarvada Sarva Jugte Dukalam Pranasi Dayalam Surupe Sadanga Sange Abhangam Vibhute Chatar Chakravarti Chatar Chakravarti Swayambhav Sobham Sarvada Sarva Jugte Dukalam Pranasi Dayalam Surupe Sadanga Sange Abhangam Vibhute Chatar Chakravarti Chatar Chakravarti Swayambhav Sobham Sarvada Sarva Jugte Dukalam Pranasi Dayalam Surupe Sadanga Sange Abhangam Vibhute Chatar Chakravarti Chatar Chakravarti Swayambhav Sobham Sarvada Sarva Jugte Dukalam Pranasi Dayalam Surupe Sadanga Sange Abhangam Vibhute Chatar Chakravarti Chatar Chakravarti Swayambhav Sobham Sarvada Sarva Jugte Dukalam Pranasi Dayalam Surupe Sadanga Sange Abhangam Vibhute Chatar Chakravarti Chatar Chakravarti Swayambhav Sobham Sarvada Sarva Jugte Dukalam Pranasi Dayalam Surupe Sadanga Sange Abhangam Chatar Chakravarti Chatar Chakravarti Swayambhav Sobham Sarvada Sarva Jugte Dukalam Pranasi Dayalam Surupe Sadanga Sange Abhangam Vibhute Chatar Chakravarti Chatar Chakravarti Swayambhav Sobham Sarvada Sarva Jugte Dukalam Pranasi Dayalam Surupe Sadanga Sange Abhangam Vibhute चक्रवर्ती चतुर्चक्रवर्ते स्वयंभव सोमं सर्वदा सर्वजूते दुःखालं प्रणासि दयालं स्वरूपे सदांग संगे अभंगं विभूते चतुर्चक्रवर्ती चतुर्चक्रवर्ते स्वयंभव सोमं सर्वदा सर्वजूते दुःखालं प्रणासि दयालं स्वरूपे सदांग संगे अभंगं विभूते चतुर्चक्रवर्ती चतुर्चक्रवर्ते स्वयंभव सोमं सर्वदा सर्वजूते दुःखालं प्रणासि दयालं स्वरूपे सदांग संगे अभंगं
Almost there. That exhale should be like a paintball gun or like a batting cage of baseball coming. Like that. Powerful. Use your navel for every stroke of the exhale. Navel comes in. Use your pranic force. Keep going. Last little bit. Bring up the energy.
चक्रवर्ती चतुर्चक्रवर्ते स्वयंभव सोमं सर्वदा सर्वजूते दुःखालं प्रणासि दयालं स्वरूपे सदांग संगे अभंगं विभूते चतुर्चक्रवर्ती चतुर्चक्रवर्ते स्वयंभव सोमं सर्वदा सर्वजूते दुःखालं प्रणासि दयालं स्वरूपे सदांग संगे अभंगं विभूते चतुर्चक्रवर्ती चतुर्चक्रवर्ते स्वयंभव सोमं सर्वदा सर्वजूते दुःखालं प्रणासि दयालं स्वरूपे सदांग संगे अभंगं विभूते चतुर्चक्रवर्ती चतुर्चक्रवर्ते स्वयंभव सोमं सर्वदा सर्वजूते दुःखालं प्रणासि दयालं स्वरूपे सदांग संगे अभंगं विभूते
90 seconds. Let's go.
Chatar Chakravarti Swayambhav Sobham Sarvada Sarva Jugte Dukalam Pranasi Dayalam Surupe Sadanga Sanke Abangam Vibhute Chatar Chakravarti Swayambhav Sobham Sarvada Sarva Jugte Dukalam Pranasi Dayalam Surupe Sadanga Sanke Abangam Vibhute Chatar Chakravarti Swayambhav Sobham Sarvada Sarva Jugte Dukalam Pranasi Dayalam Surupe Sadanga Sange Abangam Vibhute.
Inhale. Press your hands against your face under the cheekbones. And press the face. Press the face against the hands, hands against the face. Exhale. Chest. Bring your hands against your heart center. Inhale deepest. Close your eyes. Squeeze your body tight. Press the chest against the hands. Hands against the chest. Press. Lift the root lock. Squeeze the body. Press. Exhale. Fingers into your navel, just under your belly button. Now lift the root lock, pull the navel in and press into the navel. Inhale deep. Press. Tighten the navel and press into it. Lift the root lock. Exhale. Relax. Go into meditative space. Chatar Chakravarti Swayambhav Sobham Sarvada Sarva Jugte Dukalam Pranasi Dayalam Surupe Sadanga Sange Abangam Vibhute Chatar Chakravarti Swayambhav Sobham. Relax onto your backs. Move your fingers and toes. Rotate the wrists, rotate the ankles. Rub the palms together, rub the soles of the feet together. And cat stretch to each side. And come up to easy pose. Your hands will be in your lap. Your right hand, back of your right hand into the left hand, palms facing up, thumb tips touching. Like that Buddha posture. Neutralization of the ego, thumb tips touching. Heart open wide, shoulders release, eyes close. Inhale deep. Suspend the breath, mentally vibrate. And this mantra affirmation, I'm bountiful, I'm blissful, I'm beautiful. And then exhale the breath through the nose. Push all the breath out. And with the breath held out, exhale, exhale, fearless. Inhale deeply. Suspend. I am bountiful, I am blissful, I am beautiful. Exhale all the way out through the nose. Push every little bit of breath out and suspend the breath out. Third eye. Exhale. Exhale. Fearless. I'm bountiful. I'm blissful. I'm beautiful. Exhale. Exhale. Fearless. Mentally vibrate then from your heart center. I'm bountiful, I'm blissful, I'm beautiful. Exhale, exhale, feel. Genuinely communicate. Keeping the breath suspended in, and then pushing all the breath out till all the breath is out. And then suspend the breath out. Exhale. Exhale. Fearless. Bountiful. I'm blissful. I'm beautiful. Exhale. Exhale. Fearless. Bountiful, blissful, beautiful. Exhale, exhale, fearless. I'm bountiful, I'm blissful. Exhale, exhale, fearless. Inhale, please. Suspend and go zero, shunya, emptiness, vessel-like. Allowing all that is good to flow through you. Exhale. Push all the breath out. and from the center of your being projecting out in all directions. Exhale, exhale, fearless. Inhale. Bring your hands to prayer pose. Exhale. Bring your loved ones into your heart. Surround them in love and protection. And think of all beings everywhere, and those suffering especially. Surround them in love and protection.
May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. Guide your way
Satnam. Satnam. Thanks, everybody. I'm heading over to the Facebook group, the private Facebook Life Force Academy members group, and would love to hang out with you over there for a few minutes. And 40-day challenge begins tomorrow. And if you want to just, one option is you can do the 40-day challenge yourself in the morning, or you can just attend the live stream tomorrow evening. That both are great options. If you're perhaps in a time zone where that's going to be really late for you, maybe do the 40-day challenge on your own tomorrow on the 40-day challenge page, and then the next day take the replay of the webcast. Satnam, see you over there in a second.
Suyam